Yes.
All right now. So today we're going to start doing the pH values of bases. Okay. Now the point is the bases, these bases they really do not release H plus ions because they are bases. So bases would release what? What would bases release? Bases would release the OH negative ions. Do you understand my point? The bases would release the OH negative ions. So what do you think would happen? Tell me. So we would say that when the bases are releasing the OH negative ions, let's suppose I take 0.1 molar NaOH. And this NaOH, I know that it is a strong base. What do you mean by a strong base, Shruti? A strong base is one which releases lots and lots of OH negative ions, which dissociates fully. Which dissociates fully. Yes or no?
Yeah.
A strong base is one which dissociates fully. So, what do you think would exactly happen? When a strong base fully dissociates, that means if I am adding 100 molecules of NaOH, all the 100 molecules of NaOH shall dissociate into Na plus and OH negative. Do you understand my point?
Right.
So, my point here would be what? Tell me. My point here would be what? It would mean that if I have 0.1 molar NaOH and that dissociates, so it is going to give me Na plus and OH negative. And when it is going to give me Na plus and OH negative, you understand that one molecule of NaOH gives me one molecule of Na plus and one molecule of OH negative. Do you understand my point?
Yeah.
So I have 0.1 molar. What is 0.1 molar NaOH? You tell me. 0.1 molar NaOH basically means what? You tell me. That ma'am, when it is going to dissociate 0.1 molar NaOH, so it is going to give me Na plus ions and OH negative ions, 0.1, 0.1 both. And for the bases, rather than calculating the pH, I'm going to calculate the pOH. Because I told you that, pOH can be calculated for any terms. Are you understanding my point?
Yeah.
So pOH shall be what? Minus times log of OH negative ion. And when it is going to be minus times log of OH negative ion, it is going to be minus times log of 0.1. So it is going to be minus times log of 1 over 10. So what am I calculating? I'm calculating pOH. Yes or no? So that shall become minus is there and log 1 minus log 10. So log 1 shall be 0 minus log 10 shall be 1. So it is going to be 1. So what if I calculated the pOH shall be 1? I hope you're understanding.
Yes.
The pOH is 1. And we have another formula that pH plus pOH is equals to 14. So for bases, we do not directly ever calculate the pH. We first calculate the pOH and then we put the pOH right here in this formula here. And I have told you in the previous classes that in every solution, if there is a pH, in every solution, if there is a acid or a base, every solution contains H plus ions and OH negative ions both. But in a basic solution, the amount of OH negative ions is very high and the amount of H plus ions is very, very less. I hope you're understanding.
Yes.
Any doubts up till now?
No.
All right. So you think now, what are you going to calculate? So pOH you put in right here. So you get pH plus 1 equals to 14. So pH here shall be 13. Yes or no? Understood or not?
Right.
Okay. Now do this question. So if we are supposed to calculate which is a stronger base, or which of the following has a higher value of pH? Which of the following have a higher value of pH? And the question says 0.01 molar HCl, 0.05 molar H2SO4, pH it is looking for 0.1 molar, 0.01 molar KOH. So what basically happens is, people, let's suppose this is the question. So people don't realize that, HCl is an acid and KOH is a base. Do you understand? So when
Yeah.
HCl is an acid and KOH is a base, what do you think it would mean? Tell me. What do you think it is going to mean? So 0.1 molar HCl shall break down because both of these are, this is a strong acid, SA means strong acid, and KOH is a strong base. So it is going to give me H plus and Cl negative. Are you understanding? And when it is going to give me H plus and Cl negative, what do you think it is going to mean? Tell me. That I am going to get, ma'am, 0.01 straight away H plus and 0.01 molar Cl negative straight away. So I have my H plus ion concentration right here. I hope you're understanding. Because molar means what? 0.01 moles per liter. And that is what I'm looking for. So my pH for the HCl, it is going to be straight away minus times log of H plus. So it is going to become minus times log of 0.01. So it is, if you solve, it is going to become minus, it is effectively going to become what? Log 1 over 100. So that is going to be minus right here. So it is going to become log 1 minus log 100. Do you understand my point?
Yeah.
And thereby it is going to do what? It is going to become minus 1 log minus log 1 plus log 100. Log 100 basically means what? Log 100 means 2. So it is going to become 2 minus log 1. So 2 minus log 1 shall become 2. So pH of HCl comes out to be 2. Understood or not? Not up till now.
Yes. Understood.
Right? So this is the concept. Now for KOH, if you calculate, this is a base. So don't forget, for the base, you can never calculate pH straight away because my base is going to give me higher concentration of OH negative ions. I hope you're understanding.
Right.
So what does that mean? Tell me. What does that mean? So we have KOH gives me K plus and OH negative. So KOH is how much I've taken? 0.01 molar KOH. So it is going to give me 0.01 moles of K plus and 0.01 moles of OH negative. And whenever I have in the solution H plus in the major quantity, I always calculate pH. And whenever I have OH negative in the higher quantity, I always calculate POH. So I'm going to have minus times log of OH negative. So that is going to become minus times log of what is OH negative? 0.01, which is going to become minus times log of 1 over 100. Are you understanding?
Yes.
So that is going to become minus times log of 1. That is going to become what? That is going to become minus times log of 1 minus log 100. So when minus goes inside, so minus times log 1 and plus log 100. Are you understanding?
Yeah.
So log 100 is what? Log 10 raised to power 2 minus log 1. So 2 comes forward, so it becomes 2 times log 10 minus 1, log 1. So what is log 1? Log 1 is 0, so 2 times log 10 becomes 2 because log 10 to the base 10 is what? 1, because 10 raised to power 1 gives me 10. So it basically becomes 2 times 1 minus log 1 is 0. So my answer is 2 times 1 is 2. Understood or
All
not?
right. Yes.
So that's the concept. Very simple. Do you understand the point?
Yeah.
So that's it. So you basically calculate what? You calculate the pH. Now, this is not pH, this is pOH. But I am supposed to calculate what? I am supposed to calculate, tell me what? pH. So I know the formula. What is the formula? pH plus pOH is equals to 14. So what is pH? pH is, I have to calculate. pOH I just calculated as 2 is 14. So pH shall be 14 minus 2 and that shall be 12. See, it's very easy to understand whenever we have the pH scale. Do you remember that above 7 is always a base? So 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This shall be the base. I hope you're understanding.
Yeah.
So my point is that when we have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, so this is all basic area. So I hope you're understanding when we go to the previous slide, I hope you're understanding that if I calculate the pOH as 2, you should remember that we are not being asked. We shall never be asked for pOH. We shall always be asked for pH. But the point is, whenever you see a base, it is always easier to calculate the pOH value. Are you understanding?
Yes.
Because we have a higher concentration of OH negative ions right here.
Right.
And which is why what is happening? Easier it is to calculate the pOH. But from that, we know that it is easier to calculate the pH values. Are you understanding my point?
Yes.
Any doubts in this? All right.
Yes. Got it.
So this is the concept. Understood or not?
Yes.
Similarly, we have, let's do another question. Let's suppose we have CaOH whole twice. And CaOH whole twice is also a very, very strong base. So if I do 0.4 molar calcium hydroxide, that means what? That, ma'am, I have here what? I have 0.4 moles per liter. I have 0.4 moles per liter of the base. But when the CaOH whole twice breaks down, what do you think it is going to make me? It is going to give me Ca plus 2, because this 2 here, I hope you're understanding this 2 here. Okay? This 2 here does what? This 2 has actually come from the head of calcium. Head of calcium means it is actually the valency of calcium, because when you crisscross, the calcium's valency is here and OH is minus 1. So I hope you're understanding that we are going to get what? CaOH whole twice. So I'm going to get thereby 2 times OH negative 1. Because to balance 1 calcium plus 2, right, we need
Yeah.
2 OH minus. Any doubts on this?
Mm.
And that is the concept. Okay. So if I have CaOH whole twice giving me this, how much amount of OH negative do I have? Assuming full dissociation. So 1 mole of calcium hydroxide gives me 1 mole of calcium and 2 moles of OH negative. So I have 0.4 moles of calcium plus 2 and 2 times 0.4 moles per liter of OH negative. Are you understanding my point?
Yes.
Right? So basically, I have 0.8 moles per liter of OH negative. Yes or no? So I have to calculate pOH for that. They are going to ask me pH. But for me, for my ease, I'm going to calculate pOH, and that is going to be log of minus times log of OH negative. Do you understand my point? So basically, pOH here is going to be minus times log of what is the OH negative concentration in the beaker? 0.8. 0.8 means that in 1 liter solution, ma'am, I have 0.8 moles of OH negative. So pOH here shall mean minus times log of 8 over 10. You understand?
Yeah.
So pOH is going to be what? Minus times log of 8 minus log 10, because log A over B, what is the property? log A over B is equals to log A minus log B. Yes or no?
Yeah.
So when I have this particular equation, I hope you're understanding how are we supposed to solve it. Tell me. So POH shall come out to be minus is there. Log 8 becomes what? Log 2 cube minus log 10 is 1. So that is going to become minus 3 times log 2. That is going to be my POH. Yes or no? So when I have POH, that is going to be 1 minus 3 times log 2. I hope you're understanding.
Yes.
So POH is going to be 1 minus 3 times log 2. So 1 minus 3 times 0.3 approximately. So that is going to become 1 minus 0.9030. So that is going to become 0, 7, 9, and 0. Okay, so that is the POH. So what do you think should be the pH? The pH plus POH should be what? The pH plus POH should be 14. pH is 0.09 plus POH is going to be 14. Are you understanding?
Yeah.
So pH is going to be 14 minus 0.09. So it is going to be 1 and 9. So 13.91 shall be the pH for this particular base, which is calcium hydroxide. I hope you're understanding how we are supposed to deal with the bases. Any doubts up till now?
No.
Sure. So that's how we calculate the solutions. Okay, this is the basic pH. So whenever we are dealing with the pH of the bases, you have to understand it is a very, very simple concept. All right, now do few more for me. Let's suppose I calculate the pH of 0.3 molar ALOH whole thrice. ALOH whole thrice. Calculate the pH of 0.3 molar ALOH whole thrice. So this is assuming complete dissociation. So assuming complete dissociation means that ALOH whole thrice is a strong, strong base. And since it is a base, so in my mind it should click me that I have to calculate POH first and not the pH. So ALOH whole thrice shall decompose how? One molecule of ALOH whole thrice shall give me one ion of Al plus 3 and 3 ions of OH negative. You understand? So we have what? We have 0.3 molar of this. So 1 moles, basically 0.3 moles per liter. So I will have 0.3 moles of Al plus 3 and 3 times 0.3, which is going to become 0.9 moles of OH negative. Yes or no? Per liter. And
Right.
when I say per liter, that means the concentration of OH negative we know. And that is going to be 0.9 moles per liter, or you can simply write 0.9 molar. Capital M means molar. Do you understand my point?
Right.
So I am not supposed to they will ask me pH, no doubt, but I have to calculate POH. So I will say POH is going to be minus times log of OH negative concentration. So POH shall be minus times log of OH is 0.9. Do you understand?
Yes.
And when I have log of 0.9, what do you understand from this? So we have minus times log of 9 over 10. Are you understanding? So
Yes.
it is going to be minus times log of 9 over 10 means what? Tell me. It is going to become log 9 minus log 10. So log 9 is basically what? Log 3 square minus log 10. What is log 10? Log 10 is 1. And it is 2 times log 3. And here it is minus. So we have minus 2 times log 3. Log 3 is 0.4771 plus 1. So we have 1 minus 2, 14, 1, 14, 15, 1, 8, and 9. So 0.9542. So basically this becomes 1 minus 0.9542 is going to be my POH. So what is going to be my pH? I know pH plus POH is going to be what? For every solution, the sum of the pH and POH is 14. So if I've calculated 1 minus 0.9542 as my POH, so what do you think I should do? And plus pH, that should be 14. So if I subtract everything here, so pH shall become what? 14 minus 1 plus 0.9542. So that is going to become 13.9542 is going to be my pH. Understood or not?
Yes, that makes sense.
All right. So that is my
Yeah.
answer.
Okay.
So for every pH, since we are dealing with the bases, we should be able to understand that what is the pH of this particular solution. Understood or not, Shruti? So when you have MgOH whole twice, you have it gives me Mg plus 2 OH negative. So if I have given you 0.13 molar MgOH whole twice, I hope you are understanding that 1 mole shall give me what? 0.13 moles per liter Mg plus 2. And twice of 0.13 shall give me what? OH negative. So my OH ion concentration is 0.26 moles per liter. And if my OH ion concentration is 0.26 moles per liter, what do you think we have it right now? So I hope you're understanding my POH value here shall be minus times log of OH negative. So minus times log of OH negative shall be 0.26. So it is going to become minus times log of 0.26 is going to be 26 over 100. So log A over B is going to become what? Minus times log of 26 minus log of 100. No, because I am applying the basic properties. What is log A over B? Log A minus log B, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if this is log A minus log B, so I have 0.26 minus log 100. So let's bring this log in minus inside. So it is going to become minus log 26 plus log 100. Yes or no?
Right.
So log 100 is what? 10 square. Log of 10 square minus log 26. So it is going to become 2 times log 10 minus log 26. So 2 times log 10 is what? 2 times log 10 is basically what? Is going to be 1. So 2 times log 10 is 1. So 2 minus log 26. Isn't it? You calculate log
Yes.
26. This is going to be the value of POH. And then when you calculate POH, so what is the value of log 26? Tell me. So when log 26 is 1.4, so 2 minus 1.4 shall become my POH. So my POH is coming out to be 0.6. And when my POH is coming out to be 0.6, what do you think it is going to be? So POH is going to be 0.6, and I know what? I know for a fact that pH plus POH equals to 14. So what is pH? pH I have to calculate. What is POH? 0.6 equals to 14. For bases, pH shall be 14 minus 0.6. So my answer shall be 13.4. So that is going to be my pH. Understood or not? Yes or no?
Yeah.
That is the concept.